No. No, you don't, Tim Hortons. You will not ruin chicken noodle soup for me. Oh, welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Found this in a local grocery store, Tim Hortons chicken noodle soup. And I love chicken noodle soup. I have Campbell's chicken noodle soup all the time. I love it. Always has as a kid. One of my favorite soups ever. And when I found out that Tim Hortons also did it, I was like, no, because I don't like Tim Hortons. As you can see, I've got my Vancouver Star Wars t-shirt. May the forest be with you. I'm very happy to be Canadian, but I do not like the Tim Hortons brand. I've already talked about that. I tried some of their cereal once, and I said, I must be a bad Canadian because I don't like Tim Hortons. And when I saw they're also doing chicken noodle soup, that is crossing a line for me, Tim Hortons. Only Campbell's can do chicken noodle soup properly. So, I think it's only fair that I try it and just pray it's not as good as this stuff. Okay, let's see what this is like. Fortunately, it comes with a pull tab, so don't have to get out the old can opener. Can't tell a thing by looking in there, so let's just pour it into the pot. Ooh, okay. It's got big seashell type noodles. All right, interesting. Okay, I think we're mostly done here. Looks pretty nice. I do like those little seashell bits of pasta there. So, or noodles. The noodles of the chicken noodle. Let's pour some out and hope, for God's sake, this is not better than Campbell's, because I will be mad. Super, super mad. I don't know. It smells good. Darn it. Better not impress me, Tim Hortons, or be very angry. Okay, let's move you up here and try a bit with everything in it, if I can. All right. What does it taste like? Very similar to the Campbell's. I mean, obviously it's chicken noodle soup, but not much to differentiate it. Veggies seem... First of all, there's more veggies. There's some red... What the heck are the red things? Probably some red peppers in addition to the usual carrots and stuff. I don't know, does Campbell's... Let's have a look here. Does Campbell's have... See, there's nothing red on the Campbell's thing. I don't see jacket, chips, cornstarch. No, there's nothing. There's no like red peppers or anything. Is there in the Tim Hortons? Carrots, green peas, red bell peppers. Yeah, darn it, they've got red peppers in there, and they're kind of nice. I'm normally such a bigger fan of the Campbell's noodle style. These little seashell things, they do lend a kind of a nice alternative to it. It's more interesting to taste. Yeah, it's more playful. Darn it. I think I like it. I'm not happy about that. Now, what I would, a taste comparison I guess I would make is it's like, kind of like Campbell's chicken noodle as far as the base. And then it's like somebody poured Campbell's vegetable soup in with their chicken noodle. That's what this ended up tasting like. With these little, seashell pasta bits. The noodles of the chicken noodle are more bouncy, more playful, more fun to eat. I'm not happy about that. And there's peas. And the red peppers. And darn it. This tastes really good. For those who are wondering, what's your beef, no pun intended, well, chicken, with Tim Hortons anyway? Okay. Short version. If you live in Vancouver like I do, For my growing up years, we were occasionally exposed to companies from the East, like the Hudson's Bay Company, that kind of stuff. But we had our own Western version of a lot of things. And Tim Hortons came along. It's been around for a long time, but in Vancouver, like pretty much in the 80s, after Expo 86, that's when we started to get more representation of Eastern brands, like Tim Hortons, like Krispy Kreme, that kind of stuff. Canadian Tire. I mean, none of those were here before Expo 86. I vouch for that. Anybody else from Vancouver, please speak up. But I don't remember any of those stores before Expo 86. And that's fine. We're a big country. That happens. Sure. But the branding, the advertising that Tim Hortons does is kind of this like all-inclusive, all of Canada loves us thing. They all have commercials where we're giving coffee to the troops. Oh, thank God, it reminds me of home. Yeah, if you're from Toronto or somewhere, but not a Vancouverite, not until recent years. Darn it, this is actually pretty good. I'm very upset. So, and another thing is like, one ad that really bothered me. International traveler, Chad is going across parts of Europe and he's in Scotland. The guys with kilts walking by. And you see the Tim Hortons mug bouncing off the back of his backpack. And they all go, "Oh, Canada!" And it's like, really? Everybody thinks of Canada when they think of Tim Hortons? Everybody internationally? Or is that a branding thing? I think it's a branding thing. I might one day tell my story of when I went to have real authentic Tim Hortons and I was almost kicked out of the place. Anyway. So how's the soup? Am I annoyed that a brand that I'm not a big fan of has really good chicken noodle soup? I like the fact it's actually got a pull tab so you just pour right in, you don't have to add your own water. But it does make it bigger on the shelf, so it equals itself out. And it's kind of tasty. I would totally say it's like somebody took chicken noodle soup from Campbell's and vegetable soup from Campbell's, mixed them together in a big can and sold it. That's basically what this is, and put in more interesting little round seashell type noodles in there. Would I get it again? I don't know. Don't see it as often. We were actually in kind of a specialty store where I saw this. It's like, whoa, Tim Hortons does chicken noodle soup. Wait a minute. Chicken noodle soup? Oh no, you don't, Tim. But now that I've had some, it's like, I guess we'll let it go. Not happy about that, but gonna have to. I am brave enough to be able to say they are allowed to have their own type of soup. I'm not. Chicken. On that bad pun, I'll finish off here. It's actually pretty good. Well done, Tim Hortons. Congratulations, you do good soup. Ugh. All right, well, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.